So don't take any of this as like advice or anything, because obviously I'm not a doctor or anything along those lines. Always make sure to check out things for yourself instead of just taking what other people are taking. I probably should have said that at the start. Hello everybody, this is the update video that people have been asking about, and I actually recorded some of this about an hour ago already when the lighting was better, but I was holding the phone with my hand and that made for a very shaky video, so I wanted to at least do most of it over. But I will show you a piece where I actually went into what my hair actually kind of looks like, which looked better in that lighting, but of course right now it's not quite the right lighting, so we'll have to take that shaky video for that part, and then for the rest will be over here with my little notebook over here. So I'll see you then. Hello everybody, you're right over there. I'm just gonna do a quick update video on the hair because people have been asking like how it's going, and as you can see, it's definitely a lot darker. It's like about 3 inches now. Of course, I didn't do an update earlier because hair grows at a very slow pace, so it's not very useful to do that every week. At least I don't really have anything new to mention most weeks, so I just kind of kept like waiting until it actually started to grow a little bit more, like noticeably so. And I'd say it's still about 95% brown. Up front of here, you do have like a really large section of gray, but the rest of it is pretty much brown over there. But underneath, it's like more of a 60-40, and further down that you go, it gets a bit more 50-50 like that. And I think what the cause of that is the lack of sunshine the further down the roots are, so to speak. So I'm thinking if it's like summer soon, where there's a lot of sun, I might just pin up the top layers and have the rest of the scalp get some more sun and see if that helps. So maybe that'll make that start to go dark again soon, or maybe it's just never going to be the top. I don't know why or what. We'll see. Okay, so that's what that looked like. Now onto what I'm currently taking. Some people asked about that. I have made a video not too long ago about what I'm taking, and I showed everything in that video. So if you want to go and look into the details, make sure to go check that one out. But for now, I'll just go down a list because I've been keeping track for myself what I've been taking, just to also kind of update myself on maybe if I notice anything different when I'm taking certain combinations of supplements, and if not, then that's also fine. In any case, I have a little file of facts over here, which is a little ring-bound planner type thing, like this. There you go, it says file of facts right there. This is a centennial edition because they've been around for about 100 years in 2021. So they made a whole bunch of different special ones for that. I think you can still order these from their website, so it's not like this one's gone forever. But I thought this one was so super cute that I had to get it, so I went and got this one. But I'm keeping my lists in here of the things that I'm currently taking, and most of this is not hair related. There's only like 3 in there that are hair related, and the rest is mostly related to just anti-aging and general health and some brain health stuff. But I'll go down the list. So I split it up to daytime, nighttime, because I'll take some in the morning and I'll take the rest in the evening. Starting with, in the morning, some fish oil. I have 2 different sizes for that because I just got 2 different brands, and I thought, why not just try to use them up at the same time. So fish oil, and then I have one for your brain and your concentration. So memory concentration one, the generic one with a whole bunch of different stuff in it. I have coenzyme Q10, which is like an anti-aging type thing. I have l-tyrosine, which I started taking as an anti-aging thing, but is also good for the hair. So that's one of the hair things, I guess. L-taurine, also for the anti-aging properties. An amino acid one, which has a whole list of about 20 of them in it. Like, I started off with the one from Vitamin Store, the big glass jars, and I ran out of those and they weren't available at the moment, so I went on to a different one which has a similar list of 20 amino acids in it. So really, it doesn't matter which brand you take. That's one of the most asked questions, like, which brand of amino acid supplements are you taking? And we're like, yeah, it doesn't really matter, because first of all, you're not probably in the same country as me, so you probably won't be able to order the same brand as me. That's one. And it's so generic, that list of amino acids in there, that I don't think it really matters which brand you take, as long as it's like a similar type of thing that has like the whole list from A to Z, whatever amino acids you have in there, and then you got pretty much everything covered, so I wouldn't worry too much about the brand. So I have some of that. This one's in capsule form rather than the large white tablets that I showed in the other video that I was talking about just now. Then recently I started taking L-dopa, which is like a dopamine thing, because I think that I have some ADHD in the system or something along those lines. And one of the things that you notice when you have that is that you have like a lack of motivation to do certain things that are important to do. And also just in general, you're not feeling very happy or satisfied. And that leads to extra shopping and extra eating and stuff like that, because you're trying to find that next dopamine hit. And so I thought I would start taking some L-dopa to try and level that out a bit. So that's not exactly for anything other than that. I got a hair volume supplement that I think has copper and zinc in it. It's and vitamin B's as well. It's a very generic one, and I actually just got it because it was on sale, and I was like right there at the store. I was like, oh hey, this is for hair. I guess I'll take that and just throw it into the mix. Why not? See what it does. And so I only got one little jar of that, so pretty soon that'll be gone. But anyway, so I have that in there. And then another hair one that I have is this small tablet with zinc, l-methionine, and copper in it. It's like this tiny little white thing, tablet that I take every day. And there's that. Then I have a multivitamin tablet from A to Z, and this one is actually specifically for people who are like 65 years and older, because it has something for your eyesight in there as well. Now I'm not 65 or older, but it has, like I said, the stuff for the eyesight. The lutein is in it, and some other stuff that's related to that. So I thought, well, why would I wait until I'm 65? I might as well start with that right now, because I had to do a lot of driving at night, rather in the dark, because of the winter, obviously. And some of the headlines were super bright, and I thought, why don't I start to work on my eyesight just in case it's got something to do with that. It hasn't actually changed much, but so just in case, it's like a preemptive type of thing, and you can never start early enough, I think. Anyway, so there's some of that in there. Not related to hair at all. And then I have a couple of times a week I'll take quercetin, which is more for removing old cells in your body that are like no longer able to divide themselves, so they just kind of sit there, and they're supposed to take themselves out, but sometimes they don't. And if that is not the case, then quercetin will come in and do it for them, and that like clears out the system. At least so I've heard. So don't take any of this as like advice or anything, because obviously I'm not a doctor or anything along those lines. Always make sure to check out things for yourself instead of just taking what other people are taking. I probably should have said that at the start. Next thing on the list is one of those supplements that I had and that I kind of stopped taking for a while because I kept forgetting it, and now I'm just taking all those supplements that I kind of forgot and putting them in the mix until they're all gone. So now we're in that list. And the first one of that list is hyaluronic acid, which is more for your skin. And serapeptase is for breaking down old protein structures, and I take that every 3 days, something like that, to just clear things out. And aside from that, I'm just taking high doses of vitamin C and high doses of vitamin D, so that's in the morning. And at night, I take NAC, which is an anti-aging thing, and L-theanine, which is more for the brain health. So as you can see, it's mostly about brain health and anti-aging as far as you can tell with the list. And only a few things for my hair, like one of them specifically because I just happened upon a discounted hair vitamin at the store. So I guess I'll count that, but that would be the tyrosine, the hair volume one, and the zinc methionine, those three. And then amino acids I just took to make sure that my amino acids were always like at a good level. This is one of those things that I don't tend to think about. And particularly because I was just coming out of a strict diet, I figured I would need to up those levels, make sure everything was okay. And that's how I started noticing the darkness here. Maybe that wasn't quite caused by them, but I don't know. I think that was it. So that is my little final facts done. And of course, people have been asking for updates on the hair quite regularly, but the thing with hair is that it grows very slowly. So I can't just update you every week because you'll notice no difference. And that's why I wait every couple of months. I'll make another video because that's how long it takes before you notice any difference. So that's the thing. Also, the rest of my hair, which used to just be gray that I've kind of like colored, is starting to get a little softer, but that's because I'm using K18. And I've just ordered some Olaplex, which is like something that both helped to fix damaged hair, which my hair was already damaged from the sun, but also because it was gray and I've been coloring it a lot to keep it from being super gray. And so there is that. It does look very dry still, but it's a lot softer than it used to be. It used to feel about as dry as it looks, but now it's just kind of like a softish curly pillow thing sitting on my head. I don't know, but we'll see how that changes as well as I continue to use K18 and the Olaplex on my hair. And every once in a while when my hair gets about to be about this level, I cut about an inch off, and then there's less and less of this golden color as time progresses, and eventually it'll be all this, and then of course this thing over here, which is also a bit of a mix. Like this area over here is 95% brown and then 5% gray, and here it's kind of like the opposite. There's definitely some gray in there, I mean some brown in there, but there is some dark roots in there as well, so it's kind of like a mix. But the grays still have it over there, so maybe that'll change at some point with that new hair volume thing that I got with the B vitamins in there as well. Not that the B vitamins were lacking before, because I used to have a really strong B vitamin supplement with like a whole list of B vitamins in there. I took that for the longest time, and even though my B vitamin levels were pretty high, that didn't change my hair color, and the amino acids kind of changed it, maybe just completed the puzzle. I don't know, I've talked about that before, how I don't really know what exactly caused it. And people also are a fan of asking me, is it going to work for me? But I don't know what's going on with your system. It's like everybody has their own little puzzle piece that they're missing, or maybe they have all the pieces and it's just that the hair follicles are just too far gone that they can't go back to being their own color. I don't know, and I can't tell you unfortunately how it will work for you, and I definitely don't advise just taking a whole bunch of random supplements because somebody on the internet did so. Maybe want to go and ask somebody else who has more like medical knowledge or has some type of experience with supplementation like professionally, if it will work for you, and maybe do a test or something to see what you're missing. So that is the hair update. Hope you found it interesting. In any case, I hope to see you in another video. Thanks for watching, and bye bye for now.